Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. My name is Jim Cagnina. I am Senior Market Strategist, and I am joined by our Senior Economist for Hot Commodities, the fabulous Tracy Shuchart, aka Shy Girl. Shy, how are you?
I am doing great, Jim. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about in a little amount of time. But first off, any new interesting news hit the wire?
So it's been mostly quiet, though we did hear that Powell was hit with a criminal referral by the House GOP, which was Anna Paulina Luna, for the renovation problem in the Federal Reserve building. And so we'll see what happens to that. Markets seem to brush it off. We'll see if it becomes something important or not.
Oh my God. Well, we do have important stuff to talk about because we have some markets on the move for some really good reasons. So let's start with gold right away.
Yep. So we have gold prices up today, up back over $3,400. Big move today. Big kind of uh, kind of thought sentimental place that everybody's looking at. And so, again, we haven't had much pullback on this, but obviously for helping today's move is the weaker dollar. We're down 0.7%. So that is helping. We have falling U.S. bond yields. U.S. benchmark 10-year yields have dropped to their lowest in more than a week, lowering the opportunity cost of holding non-yielding assets like gold. We also obviously still have trade policy uncertainty, central bank buying, also speculation about the U.S. Federal Reserve rate cuts now is estimated at 59% probability at the Federal Reserve in September. So expectations of lower rates generally support higher gold prices. And then, of course, the same continued sort of geopolitical concerns and trade rifts between EU and China still.
Yeah, well, this is a beautiful chart. I love this chart. This is a daily candle chart. We talked about it this morning, but let's talk about it again because we have a really big green candle, as Tracy pointed out. We had a longer, almost like a 2 week area resistance that started approximately 33.76, 33.77. We just plowed through it today. We broke through to the upside today, big time. Very little wick at the top of the candle right now. Buyers are in charge. All the moving averages are in the rearview mirror right now. So this is a pretty big move up. And the stochastics aren't even over 80 yet. So one other thing to point out, and one of the things that I did, I put my crosshairs right at the top of that green candle. And I said, if we close here today, how many other closes were higher than this? This calendar year or for forever for that matter. And there's only three other times where we closed higher than this. So we have a very good potential opportunity here to make new highs in this market. And that next level of resistance is 34.75. The weak dollar today is certainly helping push us around a little bit to the upside. Here's the chart. I mean, it's been after the London initial balance. Intraday, we just rallied and we caught a bid big time during the U.S. initial balance, and we kind of just paused sideways at this point. So nice story on gold today. Very, if you were long, you did well. Hopefully everybody was. Let's shoot over to platinum and see if the story is the exact same or not.
Well, very close. Certainly, a weaker dollar is also helping this market. Today, we also have still a third year of actually going on our fifth year of significant global supply deficits. 2025 deficit projected to be 966,000 ounces. We have still some major supply disruptions in South Africa. We also again have this very strong demand. We're kind of playing catch up to the gold market, and so we're seeing robust inflows into those ETPs and ETF markets. We're also seeing significant retail demand, particularly in Asia, for platinum jewelry, coins, bars, etc. We have, even though we have EV demand growth, it's not growing as fast as we thought that it was once going to be. And so, of course, we still have that ongoing demand from the automotive sector.
So, out of curiosity, Tracy, is there any ability to, onshore the mining and production of platinum in the U.S., or we just don't have any here?
Well, there are significant deposits in Canada, but not really here. I mean, little, but not what would be needed by any stretch of the imagination. But certainly, there are some significant deposits in Canada.
Got it. Well, the daily chart, we're hitting that psychological 1500 level again. We're just short of that by about $9. We wicked through it today. And right now it looks like we may or may not close at it or above it. Who knows? We're just a little below it. Ever since this trend started here, and I just marked it here at the bottom kind of randomly, probably could have got a better target where this thing started, maybe even use this reference point too, beginning of June. But we're up over 50%, 55%. Really nice rally, walking around that 8 EMA almost perfectly. All the moving averages are shooting up, and we just keep zigzagging around that 80 level here. So again, this is looking like the buyers are in control, and I expect to close above that 1500 sooner than later. But stranger things have happened. So keeping an eye on platinum. Let's shoot over to the other. This is the asset class of the week for sure, especially after last week. Let's shoot over to, let's start with Ether, because Ether's got 214,000 contracts traded already, and it's rocking.
Yeah, it's rocking. So, big thing that has helped crypto markets this week is we finally have regulatory clarity when we had President Trump sign the stablecoin law, the Genius Act, on Friday. So that certainly is helping this market get a boost. Ethereum also has been benefited from a huge wave of institutional investment with 3.2 billion in ETF flows and 4.39 billion in weekly asset digital inflows reported just last week. So it looks like they are still continuing to pile into this market. And we, and I think that's really, I think this market is also kind of playing catch up to Bitcoin, even though they serve two completely different purposes. I know that where, Bitcoin is sort of a monetary thing where Ethereum is more a platform for other digital assets to build upon, but it is still a lot lower than Bitcoin, and so you're seeing those, I think we're seeing this retail flow come into the market that may not know what crypto is, know the differences very much, especially with the onset now that we have the futures in this market.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this daily chart. I mean, when I see 214,000 contracts traded to anything, I'm like, all right, let's start paying attention to this because this is pretty good. By comparison, I mean, look at all the regular currency pairs. We're not even close to 214,000. So folks are noticing this and it's being adopted, I think, which is a great thing for the futures market, regulatory futures market, a better place to invest, in my humble opinion. But look at this trend. We'll start at this low peak here on June 23rd, and we have a perfect doji today, but don't let that fool you because there's a big gap up here. You put these all together and you get one big green candle. We're talking 74.61% boost upward. So when Tracy says it's catching up quickly. So this is a nice rally for this market, and I'm glad to see so much participation. Remember, it's a 5-cent tick, so it's easy. I'm sorry, 50-cent tick. So it's a good market to kind of get involved in. Remember, enter on limit orders. The bid-ask spread's still a little rough. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to Ripple XRP.
XRP also obviously benefiting from the Genius Act that was passed last week. We also have explosive growth in XRP ETFs. We had just 2 launched last week, two the week prior, and those flows are up over 50% in the last month in those 4 new XRP ETFs, which is incredible. And it seems like they've got a lot, we're starting to get a lot of volume into this market. They've got a new mining and staking project going on. And so I think, again, here's the case where we have a lot of institutional money finally flowing into this market because of the ETFs and because it's been opened up in the futures market.
Yeah, I mean, another almost parabolic, I'm going to say a parabolic kind of rise up. We just continue to, just rally big time from these lows here at the end of June. This is at the end of June. We're up 67%. So a lot of adoption, a lot of buying going on in this market right now. There's about 5,000. This is the micro folks. There's about 5,232 contracts traded so far. Keep in mind, we don't have a lot. This is new, so we don't have that much data. So I really couldn't even do a fib extension like I did on Ether to try to come up with a target. There's nothing but open sky up here in this particular market, but it's not going away. It's a great market, and I've added that to my asset class for the cryptocurrencies. So that is the story for today. Tracy, thanks for being with me in Hot Commodities.
All right. Well, thanks for having me. I'll be in the chat, and I'll catch you back in the morning.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Tracy. We have Orderflow Labs in the house right now. We have Leo the Tiger, and we have Nick for Tick. Good afternoon, gentlemen. How you doing?
Hello, Jim. It looks to
How's
be
it
an
going, Jim?
exciting afternoon.
I'm following your lead, man. You are in charge.
That's dangerous.
By the way, I do want to remind everybody, I'd said this earlier this morning, Sunday afternoon, 5:45 p.m. till 6:30, 6:45. I don't know when he's supposed to stop. He went a whole hour yesterday. Nick for a Tick does a Globex Open on Sunday night, a week ahead, a game plan, the whole thing. I was listening on the car ride home from Charlotte. I was visiting Mom Cags, and it was just really good stuff, guys. So if you get a chance, Sunday, it's game time. It's time to get ready. Time to get your helmet on. So thank you for doing that, Nick. That was a good job yesterday.
Thanks, Jim. Yeah, if you haven't checked it out, the recording's there. Hopefully, I mean, we're already trading well above that range that I was talking about yesterday. So always fun when we do things like that. But it's a fun hour-long program. We talk about what's on the docket for the week, and hopefully get everybody set up, fired up, and prepped to take on their trading week. So if you haven't tuned in, check it out this Sunday.
Very awesome. One last piece of housekeeping, guys. I just want to see how we have the Tanya Trades $1,000 Arena Challenge going on. Let's see where we are on the leaderboard. Number one, we have Scalpereros. I'm not going to try to pronounce this name. Toros y Asos Scalpereros on YouTube, up $1,139. Remember, this was a 3-lot micro contest where you could do 3 lots in the micro ES, 3 lots in the micro Nazi. And then we have Cheng, again, I'm bad at names, Uto with this silver medal right now, 1,012. This is going to go all the way through the Globex close. Danigans is up 858. Andrew Trades is in 4th place, but pretty close at 798. And MetaTrades, $727. Tanya is making a comeback, though. She's definitely making a comeback. She is still a little bit red, but she was a lot of bit red earlier. So she's in 378th place, but my guess is she'll catch up by the end. So we'll keep you posted at the very end, and we'll keep rooting for all the traders participating in that challenge. Anyway, having said all that, guys, who's in a trade?
I am short right now.
Nice.
Short 23,412. It's just one lot because, look at this great action. I actually took profit at 5 points just a minute ago. That's how great this market is.
I am fired up by today's price action.
Mm-hmm.
Riveting.
Yeah.
Not even throwing Sherpal in jail is going to make this market move.
They must need to actually be escorting him into a cell for that to happen. Like it needs to actually physically be happening. Otherwise, the market just doesn't seem to care. Shakes up everything.
Yeah, I might be the only one who cares. It's not good business to behave this way. It really isn't. But that's just my personal thought.
Well, we just downticked 4 ticks. That's exciting.
I mean, that is a crash by today's standards.
We just crashed.
That is a flash crash.
Oh man. Well, and last question. Everybody had a good weekend? Relaxed, ready to go?
I'm thrilled to be here on Monday. I'll say that.
So Leo had a great time.
Yes. I had family in town, and it's nice to have your house back.
Isn't it a joy? That's the joy nobody tells you about when you have a new baby, is that the ever revolving door of in-laws, friends, extended family that just comes in to not see you, but spend time in your home and see the little one.
Yeah. Well, these were my parents, but so it wasn't terrible, but yeah, there were some interesting things.
Well, next time, send them to my house. I love meeting new people, having people over, and be glad to have them.
Yeah, I will. I will absolutely send them to your way.
Awesome. Anyway. All right, you guys. Well, listen, best of luck today, and I'll be over in the chat.
All right, Jim. What
So
is
since you
going
are
on,
short
Nick?
this market for apparently Armageddon of 10 points, do you have a rough target, point of control, something
I
in
don't
mind?
even know. Yeah, I guess 23.95 be reasonable.
This
Um, this is just like kind of a classic double top poor high, if you will, where we had this high, we had a bunch of absorption back here, so that's why we marked this zone. That's one of the studies that we made. And then when we got up here, there was all this absorption, sideways price action, and then Delta flipped over from just net buying to basically net selling. So I got in a little late, but I thought, I'm going to give us an opportunity. It really does on the leg to leg. We're just kind of building out this little distribution here. So I don't know. That's not a great sign necessarily, but if we start to push away from all this volume, we could get a little push below.
one can only hope after today's price action that we get some kind of
Maybe we get
movement.
another 10 points below, the point of control to like these 87s.
I
Even
will,
see the other side of value. That would be a
I was gonna say I would happily take a an opportunity to maybe long VWAP for this close
yeah.
into like
Oh, that would
380s.
be 360s. Oh, RTH view up.
RTH VWAP. Well, the weekly one's even lower, so we can hold for just carnage in the market.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So that's exciting. How was your weekend?
Pretty good. Nothing major. We are rolling.
We're getting a move.
This
This
is
news.
maybe
Somebody tell us in the chat what's going on.
if there's news, somebody let us know.
I'm gonna pull up my news feed. Don't see anything yet.
Or it's just 10 points to the downside today.
The
Feels
market's
like
moving. Feels
it
like
should
there's
be
something
it
going
should be
on.
news. It's got to be news. You
Thus,
don't move. No, you and I were talking about this offline too, but I mean, I missed the entire open. Like when I got to the desk, we were already starting this consolidation that we've been in for the entire session, it feels like.
yes. I came to the desk late too. I had to take my daughter to an appointment, and I got back and we were just up in this range.
Look at us,
So
both of us missing the open, being good dads, taking care of our daughters this morning. I was on a
that's
walk, which was great, and then I come back and just kind of shook my head and laughed.
yeah. I saw a bunch of comments in Discord about the Bulls showed up at the open, and I was like, oh, I know what happened. I know what
Just
happened. Kane sent me a message that said Bulls GG.
let's see. Can we possibly get dip a little bit lower?
Why is XYZ in jail? Um, Nick, have you? I
Hmm.
don't know if you've ever done this, but we made plate ribs yesterday.
So I have actually never done them, and I do have an entire half of a cow's worth of those dinosaur bones.
Yeah.
And I am now going to smoke based on your inspiration.
Yeah, they were fantastic.
They looked real good.
So salt, pepper, garlic, standard brisket seasoning, throw it in the smoker, wrap it at 170, 165, whatever. Cook it till 203 and just rest. And they taste like brisket, but they have more, I would say like there's more fatty tissue in there
Mhm.
that it's okay, it's kind of weird. It's not as it doesn't have as much intracellular fat as like the point of a brisket,
Okay.
but it has more than the flat. So it's like a mix between a flat and a point, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know why I've never done them. Like someone's given me them before and I just had never dabbled.
Yeah, same. It was my first time. Beef ribs. Yeah.
But I did just give away a ton of meat last night to my next door neighbor who
Oh,
feeds me
really?
too. We kind of feed each other.
Oh, back and
He's got a
forth.
bunch of kids and they always have people over and cook for the masses. So but yeah, when you have 70 pounds of ground beef and a bunch of random cuts that you're not necessarily going to cook, you're spreading the love.
Right. Hey, I wanted to ask you, Nick. So the weekly show you do on Sundays,
Mhm.
what do you cover in that show? Because I'm gonna be guilty here. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched it yet. Like I haven't watched it from start to finish. I've just
Oh, so you
popped
just come
on
in
and
and you troll me in the chat real quick and then just jump out. That's what you're saying.
yeah, I want to know what you're covering.
Okay. So, if you've never seen the show, Leo, what we do is we do a light prep using some long time frame, which I know some of us intraday traders don't even bother to look at, but charts like this, we kind of dive into the weekly volume profile. So the last 5 days that we were trading in the previous week, we typically will look at that, look at the volume profile structure, the value area highs, value area lows, and create a rough idea of some ideas of where we may go, areas to watch. We talk about some lovely indicators that are provided to me by OFL that gives me a lot of this MGI just spit out right on my charts. So I don't even have to do a ton of prep. So we go through NQ, CL, ES, and gold. And you hear me randomly rant when we are stuck in a balance range, like it always seems like crude is stuck in. And then you randomly hear me talk a little bit about who's on the docket as far as earnings releases for the week. So I, for some reason, decided to um, place my, I guess, repressed rage on Chipotle yesterday. So if you missed my lovely rant that turned into a short thesis based on the fact that Chipotle is nowhere near as good as it used to be, then you missed some internet gold because
That's
for some
some
reason
sick analysis.
I saw the name and just went off on a
You just
recent trip
snapped.
that I had to Chipotle.
So Nick crashed. So Nick had a live crash out on Sunday talking about Chipotle.
But that's the fun of this, guys. If you've never seen the show, it's just it very much is there's nothing rehearsed outside of I've peeked at these charts in the past just because I'm always looking at my 1 hour as I come into the week when just to create a rough idea of where I think how I'm going to be leaning and leveraging some certain spots. But for the most part, it's very like raw and not rehearsed. Like you're seeing me kind of look at this in real time and kind of give you a trader's like honest perspective. And we do that for the earnings as well. And then
That's cool.
we'll talk a little bit about the economic releases. So the gotchas in the pre-market and after the bell that people need to remember. For example, if you've already forgotten, even though he's hitting the airwaves today, Jerome Powell is giving some sort of statement or release tomorrow morning in the pre-market.
Who's on deck this week for
Earnings.
earnings?
Really the big ones are going to be Tesla and Google on
With
Wednesday, followed
Wednesday?
by and then Chipotle, ServiceNow, a few others too on Wednesday after the bell. So Wednesday's the big day.
So when those big tech earnings days, I'm just asking you because I don't know how you approach it. Do you trade those sessions any different, or do you look at the price action different?
We just tend to, at least from my experience, like we tend to kind of consolidate a little bit, at least until their releases. And I'm sure you've watched you may have not been, I guess, aware of maybe who was being released when we had things like Nvidia and Amazon and some of the other bigger names reporting after the bell. But those chaotic 1% moves that you can get post RTH close will happen when somebody like Tesla and Google are reporting. So I don't usually trade any different than how I normally do. I'm just aware as we get closer to the bell on those days. It's just for me, it's always been a good idea to just kind of stay away, as maybe some people are positioning for earnings or those last minute uh chaotic single stock options traders want to get in there and play some earnings bets. So I tend to just kind of stay away from that. But yeah, I'm sure Wednesday after the bell is going to be chaotic and silly.
My favorite game to play on earnings releases is like trade competitions with your buddies, just in sim,
That'd be
just
fun.
for fun.
Do it after hours. Who can
Yep.
make the most points out of the Nvidia spasm?
Yeah, you only can trade this many contracts. How many contracts can you? How many points can you make?
I do have a buddy that thrives on trading earnings with like one lots, market in, market out on NQ for Mag 7. He's
That's
found a way to
interesting.
do it successfully several
Yeah,
times.
that's crazy. I don't have buddies. Still, Kane is looking for buddies in the chat. So if you want to be
I'm sure
Kane's
you have plenty
buddy,
of friends.
if you want to be Kane's buddy, just send him a DM and say, "Hey, man, I want to be your trading buddy."
Kane, I thought we were buddies. I thought we were friends.
I thought so too, but we're gonna help you find some new ones, bud. We're gonna help you find some new ones. Nick, I will not fill out applications. That's false. Nick, have you had any guests on your Sunday show yet?
So no, but that is going to be the plan. Stowe was supposed to be the first guest, but that's when he got sick like a month plus ago at this point. But that's going to be the plan as we kind of continue to, innovate on the show, do different things throughout the trading day. I would love to have somebody join me so I don't scream into the void about Chipotle for an hour on Sunday nights. So Leo, would you like to join me one of these
I would
days?
love to. Yeah. And this wasn't a setup for me wanting to begging you to bring me on your show, but yeah, if you want me on there, I'm down.
I mean, we'll do it. We can hear Leo talk about long time frame, maybe draw a crayon line or two.
I mean, not many people have really seen how I prep for the week.
I would love to see it.
Anyways,
And so you don't miss the opportunity to catch Leo on the Sunday Open with me. Please do hit like and subscribe and turn on those notifications so that we can scream to the masses and promote the heck out of that show when it is coming up. We'll find the right date. But
speaking
yeah,
of like and subscribing, Nick.
Oh God, is this turning into a like I feel like I'm in the hot seat. Aren't you managing a trade? Can we talk about what's going
we're just
on
watching
in this
it.
trade? It looks like we're gonna break the RTH VWAP here.
We're going down. They tried to buy it there at the 94s, but then it looks like they're just getting stuffed.
I mean, an end of day liquidation would be very encouraging for me, just sitting mostly out of this entire session.
Well, that's a new slogan. See, Stowe's thing is a new high would be very encouraging. Next thing is a new liquidation would be very encouraging.
Yeah, I with Stowe just being naturally more bullish, it kind of works because I'm definitely more naturally bearish of the indices, especially after a move off the Liberation Day lows that we've seen.
I think we would all be bearish the indices
every day.
We would all be bearish the indices based on your Chipotle rant.
I mean, I didn't say it was a short thesis. I said this is the worst short thesis ever. It's only based on.
It sounds like a pretty short thesis, though.
But it was purely just based on my recent experience. It had.
Tell us about your recent experience, Nick.
And I said this during my rant, which is for some reason the store was still full, but people were still there and clearly enjoying their food. It seems like they're still opening new stores constantly. Their balance sheet still looks good. Their earnings have still looked good. I just can't explain it because I did not enjoy my experience.
What was poor about your experience?
It just does not taste anywhere near as good as it did when I was 13, 14, when it first was, hot on the scene. And
do you think
I think hold on, the quality of the food?
Hold on one second. How old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay, and then you referred to the 13-year-old self, Nick.
Yes, this was 20 years ago. I'm 100% sure they have just skimped on the ingredients. They've gone cheaper. They've gone mass-produced meat, things like that.
Nick, do you think it's possible that maybe even your taste buds changed in the last 20 years?
I mean, it's very possible. You're ruining my further terrible short thesis of Chipotle. But the chat agrees. Look,
I think Chipotle is dog wash, to be honest with you. Qdoba all day. Like if you're getting like fast cash Mexican, it's Qdoba over Chipotle, and it's hands down. It's not even close.
oh no. I mean,
So I'm in agreement with you.
I guess I can't explain, because it may be my taste buds for sure, but it doesn't excuse the plethora of business lunch goers that are probably still always there and supporting their balance sheet. So all I'm saying is if my taste buds have changed, maybe I have a more refined palate, Leo. Maybe that's all this is. Maybe all the smoking and Italian cuisine that I've ingested and continue to make for my family. Maybe I just have a
so smoking.
I was trying to make a joke.
Smoking brisket and making noodles has given you a refined palate.
I have a refined palate that would make Gordon Ramsay proud, apparently.
Oh, all right, let's stick to the charts.
As we were talking about, Leo is still in this trade. It looks like the market is teetering on potentially retracing a lot of today's move, at least on ES. NQ is still holding up quite firm.
Oh yeah, ES
looks like it wants to head back into last week's range.
Yeah.
NQ refusing to die.
Where's ES at? Oh, look at that. Cliff.
Apparently, we're just not looking at enough comments as you have been interviewing me here.
Oh, we're not? Lunch at Chipotle leads to an afternoon on the toilet. I thought that was Taco Bell. Chipotle just phoning it in. Did you say fast casual? No, fast casual.
Yeah, Chipotle would be fast casual. Is it even fast casual? I feel like fast casual,
yeah.
They give you the number and you go sit at a table and someone kind of brings it to you.
I think fast casual is just like there's no drive through. That's kind of like fair it's enough. Fast and there's no drive through. We don't have Taco Bell, but I can vouch for the Chipotle. Yeah, I would love to see this keep pushing lower. I mean, I want to maximize the profit on this trade. I think, yes, man, it really does look.
It looks like
it's lost a lot of this volume up here. Yeah, I'm just gonna lean on that for now.
Maybe it will. Kind of wish I was short with you.
Well, you had every chance.
I did, but the poor highs
have advertised many prices for a while.
You kept talking about poor highs in the green room.
I love fading poor highs. I mean, it's like, I don't know how much I've talked about it, but.
Kane, your comments are not being deleted.
Are my comments being deleted? Hey, backroom, delete Kane's comments just to mess with him, and we're going to tell him that they're not being deleted.
I think you could see if his comments were no longer visible. I really would like to see this at least go. All day I was kind of waiting for that rotation back to 63.50s.
Yeah, I mean,
just never came.
I don't know. Should I just cover this here? Yes, is like seems like he's catching a bit out of nowhere.
Yeah, I did get a Delta flip fire there. Once again, did it a little prematurely. I would have loved to see us at least go attempt to return inside of like 57s. Just front running everything.
If we test this breakout area, I think that could be a good long for yes, but that would be I don't know how much more of a drop that would be. Like 55-ish. I need to adjust the scale. I think this goes every 5 points.
Kane said be fielding questions from the audience.
What is my thesis on single prints? I don't really have a thesis on single prints other than when we're actively creating single prints, I don't fade that move. And when we have 2 or more, only I think it's like 18% of the time do we close in the opposite direction of the single print. So basically, like when we have conditions for single prints, trend, etc., today is not one. We very rarely have a big reversal for the day. But you can check out the old Twitter feed.
The dissertation that you wrote?
I wouldn't call it a dissertation. It was
a read. It was a good read, but it was a read.
Thanks. AJ and I did a bunch of work on it, and then funny enough, after I wrote that, somebody really smart, way smarter than me, helped me do a little more work on that, and he was actually the one that helped me get the stats for the 5-minute OR mid trade. Kane, your entertainment is unmatched. I want you to know that. So it's on Twitter. We'll have butchers. I don't know the butchers. I will do you a favor, chill guy. I will find that tweet and I will retweet it today.
Come on, NQ.
Let's go.
Just roll.
Go. I know Ken is also short. Or he told me he was.
Yeah. I don't
Kane,
know.
are you still short? Did you get stopped out?
Kane said something about if it didn't rotate to like 320s, he was going to be eating ramen for the next week.
Okay. 320s is the target. Can you quote tweet for all the chill guys out there? Yes, I will. I'll post the chill guy meme too. 23,416. Okay. Yep. You're making ramen sound like a bad thing. Do you guys love ramen or do you hate it? I've never had ramen. Fun fact, I've never had ramen in my life.
So I've had good ramen once, and there's an asterisk with me saying that because I was living in Denver, Colorado, and it was absolutely freezing and snowing at the time. So I think any sort of hot soup would have been amazing to me in that moment. So that's the only time I've had it. It's just so hot here. It just never sounds that appealing.
That's the refined palate.
Yes.
My palate is so refined, I won't even eat ramen.
There you go.
That's below my line. Are we coming up with code words now? Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people live on ramen in college. Because it's like what, 80 cents a packet? Like for the old school ones?
What when you were poor living in college, what did you live off of?
Well, I was never poor, Nick, so I don't know. What do you mean poor?
Well, I was working a job, going to school, trying to pass classes, I guess, at the same time. So
yeah. So I went to college for 3 semesters and then I legit was like, this is not for me.
fair enough.
And I just went straight into the working world. That was how I started my professional career. Not as a trader, obviously. That was in That was 25 years ago. Jeez, I feel old. So,
Well,
Nick,
I
I have a
feel
funny
older.
story. My parents weren't in town this weekend, and as you know, it's hot as you know what here in the Midwest, 100-degree days. And my wife and I keep our thermostat pretty low
Mm-hmm.
for two reasons. One, like we have little kids. Two, we just like it colder. That's just like we're both the same. Hang on just a second.
Come on. Keep
We
going.
we push this to I'm gonna cover. I'm gonna take 40, 40, 40. Come on. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and cover that. Okay. So there we go. 40 points.
Beautiful.
I feel like I've accomplished a lot.
I really feel like, why is like NQ, why are you lagging?
Yeah, is it? I know. That's kind of annoying. ES already touched the
I know.
opening range.
Is it going to head back to, oh,
Bouncing
I
off
guess
this view up would be hilarious.
6340s?
I wouldn't. I don't hate the idea of getting long here, but not seeing it yet. The last thing I want to do is buy into a late day liquidation. I just may miss this trade. See if if it can rotate down a little bit, I might try it.
Came right to that weekly view up.
Yeah.
Or I guess technically that would be like the 24-hour.
Yeah. On Mondays, it's the same. Come on, pull back.
A little lower. No news, says Tracy.
We get a 40-point drop and we're like, what's the news?
Oh, okay. There's the reason we rallied so hard today. GameStop options surged, led by the $25 calls.
All right, I just popped in here at 72.
JS, yeah, that's how this feels. 40 points in NQ today feels like, yeah, we got to bail out the banks again.
And I wanted it lower, but
Where'd you get in? 72?
yeah, it's a little late. The reason I wanted it lower is because I wanted to be able to move my stop, but I'm just not sure moving my stop
Shocked
higher is
NQ
the right
has
move
held
right
up as
now.
well.
What's that?
I'm shocked that NQ just held up as well as it did.
Yeah. See if you guys can get back above yesterday's high. That'd be helpful to keep us in the range in this distribution right here.
Kane, did you cover the full trade?
He ordered more ramen with the profits he made, rolling them out onto food. So you're going to roll your profits from ramen into food. Physical delivery of food.
His unrealized profits.
Interesting.
So he's leveraging.
I want that New York low. It's pretty
That
low.
would be
That would be a big
wild.
Low.
Yeah, struggling here.
Yeah, there's an offer on ES at 55. I want to see. Maybe that'll attract somebody to take that guy out. It's just above the overnight high.
Did they fill him or he pull?
It looks like he filled on my side. Man. I just thought about covering one of those when we pushed up that 5 points, just because it's like so hard to get, like a decent 10 to 15 point pop. I felt like that was the one. But
I'm very
we'll
curious.
let this
We're
thing
gonna
play out.
write this.
Yeah, I mean, this would be a pretty big late day push away from all this thin volume.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's all of this, and there's nothing below it. There's really, it could get going. Kane could get his trade.
Fly it there, you short 422. Hell of an entry, sir.
Nice trade, brother. They're still kind of bidding it in this range. So I'm just wondering if we just kind of hang out here before we get a push away again.
Probably. It's funny. When Leo had a decent short that was well in profit, he just starts peppering me with questions, and now he's locked in.
Locked in, chat. This is how the afternoon focus has to come into play. What you don't want to do is buy into a late day liquidation after a big bullish move. Man.
Return the favor.
I'm just going to trim it down to 1. Screw it. So Nick returned the favor. Okay, so what I was saying is we like our house to be chill. And
Yeah, I
my
forgot we were on the
folks,
story.
they enjoy warmer temperatures. Like when we go, like we keep our house around 70. My folks like it 75, 78.
Oh, that is like a oven.
Yes. So like when we go visit them and they live in Florida, so it's already humid, right? It feels like we're in a sauna. And we put up with it. You know, we suffer. We suffer. And Monday, oh no, they came on, let's see, Wednesday or something. Thursday morning I wake up and the thermostat's set to 71. And I'm like, huh, that's weird. I was like, who changed the thermostat to 71? And nobody spoke up. I'm like, okay. It's got a mind of its own. It's a Google Nest, right? So the next morning rolls around and same thing. It's set to 71. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the craziest thing in the world. Nobody's changed the thermostat, but it's changed. And my wife was like, well, you know, it might just be like broken. I'm like, okay, well, it hasn't been broken ever. And so I go in to the app and I see that you can lock it. So I lock the thermostat to where it can't be turned higher than the 70. And it can't be turned, I think it was like lower than a certain number. But I just made it so you can't turn it above the minimum. And do you want to know what never happened the rest of the weekend?
Never went back up, did it?
Never went back up. And nobody said anything. But I know it was my mom. Like, I know it was her. She just refused to confess.
It's the most dad thing ever. Don't touch the thermostat.
For real. We don't do it when we're at their house.
I've tried to put it as low as I used to, and I noticed the baby does not, like, she wakes up. So I've been trying to find that happy medium versus me wanting it at like 67 when I go to sleep to the sweet spot that is like 70, unfortunately, at night. It's a little hot for me, but she's sleeping through the night. So it's
There
like
you
when I
go.
put it back to like 68, it was like she's waking up 3 times.
Just put her in 2 onesies, 2 swaddles.
Yeah, there you go.
Double swaddle. Man. I figured at the bottom of the range we'd get like either a reaction to the upside or we just get this flush.
I would love to
think
see
we would just hang out here.
enough flush. I really would love to see NQ kind of head down towards those 300s. That'd be fun. Not because you're long, but because it'd be more entertaining. And apparently would make Kane happy.
There's more offers in ES. 57 and 58. So lots of active offering in the market. In the old ES world.
Kane is short until next year.
Hey, brother. The last good friend of mine, or I'll just say a friend of mine, told me that he was going to short something until the presidency, which would have been a year. And Nick, do you want to let everyone know how that worked out for him?
I'll let you finish your story.
He never came back. He was never to be seen again. Well, somebody is really upset in the chat about the competition. Chill. There's that meme. Daddy, chill.
It's all positive vibes here in the afternoon.
For sure. I can't find my chat.
We got to do another arena for us.
So somebody
for the stream
behind the scenes was asking me about the parameters because like The one Tanya's doing is like 3 micros with a minute, like the account starting balance is like $1,000.
I think we do minis, but I think we lock it where you can't do the trading multiple assets.
Yes,
Like
because I think
5
that's
minis,
still,
but it's total 5 across whatever you want to trade.
yeah, exactly. But like yes, 100%. And I think it should be we should do the 1 micro reverse challenge.
That'd be fun too.
Only RTH, really. I think it should be a 24-hour thing because part of it is that you have to stay up. You have to
really
go a full 24 hours.
If we do it, we started on my stream on Sunday.
Okay.
And it goes until the afternoon close the following
That's
day.
perfect.
So we do it that way. We start it. We have Kane. We're going to have you jump on it, I guess, at midnight in the UK to be on stream with me to actually initiate your first trade right at the open with Leo.
Yep.
And you guys can choose to let it ride as you sleep or stay on or we could turn it into a marathon Sunday where Stowe and I are your hosts all throughout the night and we have random guests on and we keep checking in with where you guys are in your trades.
Can we have prizes for the loser? I'd like to win. That's great, JS.
I think there's a way to do it. I think we really need to do that that full 24-hour reversal challenge.
That would be fun. Start on Sunday, end it on Monday, trade the close.
We had that little bit of fun of the liquidation in ES, and now we're just stuck.
Yep. It does have a bit of a bear flag look to it.
ES kind of does. Oh, there it is on NQ. Tracy chiming in saying, Levitt says Trump has no plans to fire Fed Chair Powell. If they have to keep saying it, it doesn't inspire a lot of confidence in me that they don't want him to step down himself or something instead.
I'm no macro expert, but that wouldn't make me want to cut rates like at all.
Nope.
From Powell's perspective, it's like I just got stopped. He has no reason to cut currently, as far as like I can see.
Yeah, you should just hold firm, maybe come in real hot at Jackson Hole and just say, hey, I'm raising. It doesn't work that way, but hey. Or say like, I'm in favor of raising rates still. But that's why you have several Fed governors to actually vote on those decisions.
Let's see what we do here. I mean, we're at the bottom part of this distribution. It's pretty much do or die.
I just kind of want to see us return to 63.40s.
Nick wants to see it.
We talked about that spot last night as kind of being the area I'd watch. And of course, I wasn't at my desk to long it this morning. That little LVN from last week between 40 and 35s.
We're back in the balance area for ES. So currently a potential for a lookup and fail. Yeah, I see the LVN you're talking about. NQ is way above its balanced range.
Yeah, NQ was kind of on a different planet today, it seemed. But we talked about it. I mean, that long in the pre-market right before the opening bell off the week open. probably made a lot of people very happy this morning.
Hey, we're a little low on the like count. There's
Are we?
600 of you watching and only 130 likes. So that's going to
I
be,
gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
gonna be a problem. Yep.
Yes. If the reiterating my Chipotle rant from last night, as well as Leo putting me in the hot seat for absolutely no reason, is not enough for you to hit that thumbs up button, then please do it now.
I'm gonna try this long again. It's one of those things where if they can't break this to the downside,
like the second attempt.
I am interested in looking for this return back to the distribution, the main, just like a traditional reversion trade.
This is that same, I mean, it's literally the exact same spot we rejected off earlier when it looked like we were going to retrace. Just can't break those 360s.
I like it here. It's quiet.
We got to stay locked in, so that's the focus.
Yeah, Leo is locked in. Don't think I have any intention of wanting to trade this in the next 30 minutes, but we'll see.
Pump it, chat. Pump up the likes, pump the markets. Let's go. Got to bring the energy.
Yeah, don't make him go full influencer.
You don't want to see that. It's never been seen. Man, is 5 points just the new 20? Am I being greedy?
Yeah, time to size up.
Right? Give me at least 10 just cover some of this. Market internals don't look great.
Are market internals too macro for you?
Yeah, very much so. To me, it's just a reflection, right? Like a mirror.
I want to short this.
Kicking myself for not taking. I'm going to cover one there. Yeah, for me, market internals, and no hate on market internals. I don't use them, but for me, it's just a reflection. Like, I know there are times where the internals are strong and the market's weak, or vice versa. But and that might mean something for later on down the road, like a higher time frame. But for immediate, like short term time frame stuff, the market internals being weak right now makes sense because look at ES. We just rallied this morning. We had a pretty big move in ES, and it's kind of all the way back to the opening range. So you would think, the market internals being weak would be just a reflection of that kind of liquidation that we've seen in ES. My internals don't look great either. That's funny. That's hilarious. Anything that you're looking, you just said you wanted to take a short?
Yeah, I was kind of watching around the overnight high, but
yeah, I mean, yes, definitely is weak.
NQ just refuses to die, which is just keeping me out of this.
I wish ES would do something cool to the upside.
To the upside?
Yeah,
Oh, you're long again.
I am. But may cover this for the moment. The afternoon, 26 minutes left. What's up, Fractal? Fractal Firmament. Standard test of the start of the bear flag. See, it's not really a bear flag to me now. It's just more of a consolidation.
Mm-hmm.
It's been worked over so hard.
I just would, for some reason, something is screaming a move back to that LVN, which is also basically the week open down towards 6340s. Like, I just can kind of see it. But NQ,
Take the short, Nick.
I want to. You keep taking longs in NQ, and it's driving me nuts.
It's fine. Just friendly fire. It's fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings.
Betrayal.
Exactly.
That's a good one. I like the short now that my trade is just not going anywhere. You know, you figure you come off of these highs, you test the bottom of the range, you should get a reaction, not just like acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe they're just taking their sweet time.
Kane wants me to market whatever my size is and add a 0 to it at the end. Add a 9.
Oh, that'd be sick. Best not to do anything at all, Nick.
I think that's the way I'm leaning, but I see the short. Like I said, it looks good in ES and NQ. I have no interest, I guess, in wanting to try to short this again for this break of 60s that never came today. When did Leo get so responsible? Are you responsible?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean, Kane. Ruski Panda said no likes unless you take a short.
All right. Fine. I'm going to risk. I guess
Okay,
5
make it
points. Let's
short.
call it 5.5. Oops. Where'd that go? And I want this to go to 40s.
This is what Nick will do for like just one like.
Just for likes. I will risk $250. No, I guess more than that. Yeah, exactly, Kane. I caved to peer pressure instead of just pressing the button myself. So naturally, the logical move would be to inverse me.
Kane is Team Leo now. Yeah. My reasoning for this trade still viable. I think it would just, this is one of those spots where it's kind of life or death. And
Just immediately goes against me.
I'm betting on life, the market wants to pump. It was just baiting Nick.
It literally immediately moved against this because the entry was terrible given where I wanted to get in, which is kind of right here between the overnight high and previous day high. But hey, whatever. We're doing this for the meme at this point.
Nick's taking shorts for memes. Did he even give the like?
I mean, our view count jumped up, so clearly everybody's ready to watch me get stopped out on this.
People are tweeting Nick short ES on NinjaTrader Live. Let's watch him.
Nick basically short the low of basically the low of the session if we take out the opening pump.
He gave the like. He did give a like.
If I'm doing it for the meme, take away the stop. No, we're not going to do that.
Oh, see, I think there's some things you can peer pressure Nick into. One of them is not going to be taking the stop out.
No.
Those offers that were in ES, like close to the price, they've moved up the ladder a bit.
I mean, NQ still isn't doing anything.
What do you think that means, Nick? Offers are moving up the ladder. While we're here, we've always shown the profile, delta profile, like the leg to leg delta profile next to the volume profile. And Nick, if you're looking at my screen, I put them side by like on top of each other.
It's kind of cool.
Now, I haven't used this like on my actual execution stuff, but I threw this on here just as like, I wonder if I could, is this not more actionable, but can I save some screen real estate doing it this way?
And what are your thoughts so far?
I mean, so far, yeah, I'm still getting the same information. I'm looking at, I think it might actually be easier to pair up, you know, the volume profile with what the deltas are doing.
Mm-hmm. For a smooth brain like me, I think that actually is aesthetically pleasing and does make it easy to spot kind of some of those LVNs that might make sense to reoffer or rebid.
Nick is smooth braining.
I mean, I just tried to short the lows, so it's pretty smooth brain.
Smooth brain maxing.
We are back to my entry, so at least there's some semblance of hope here.
Nick did as the chat said to do, and he is going to make money.
Well,
what Trader Kane, are you just like in the mirror shouting affirmations?
I think the chat was just encouraging a position that I was looking to initiate about 5 points higher, and I gave in to peer pressure because it still didn't look invalidated yet. But hey, it's now in profit. Maybe something will happen.
Yeah, I'm definitely not thrilled about what we're doing. I want us to go up. This is the wrong way.
I just want to see us tech 40s.
I like that.
I'm going to delete the pivot.
Is this the hour mid? The NES?
Coming close to it at 47s.
Oh, they got me. Wow, I really want to get long this. Going to. This is what I love to see. That consolidation break immediately reverses. Just needed offers to get off the book. Nope.
Come on. All right. Come on. Chat, let us know who you are on Team Leo or Team Nick for this trade towards the end of today's session.
I'm about to be on Team Nick.
This really would have been a great trade, 5 points higher. I'm kind of pissed.
Well, you're in it.
No, I know. I just wish I was in it at 53s, 55s, the overnight high at 54s, like anywhere else but me trying to short the low of the day. I could have added, Kane. You're right. I don't have the cojones to sling the size that you are sometimes doing, sir. I'll keep this single mini.
Okay, buyers are in trouble. This is not good.
Not good on NQ now.
I had to say that out loud so they could light up the tape for me.
Calling him out.
Yep.
You know, I took Stowe's advice. I've got music in my headphones too that nobody else can hear.
Really?
Kind of good. I kind of enjoy trading with it on low
What are you
volume.
listening to?
It is on a
Like
what
elevator
is it?
music?
It's a Blink-182 station.
Sick. Seeing some buyers come in.
A little lower.
All right, this is not a good trade for me.
Come on.
I could feel it coming.
Give us a liquidation down to
There we go.
310s.
They got me. Team Nick won. Kane wins. I still want to buy this. I mean, I'm not a believer that this thing is real.
That the sell is real?
Yeah. Maybe it's just because
I feel
NQ
like-
is so much stronger.
Yeah, maybe that's fair. I was gonna say that when we started seeing those like little divergences between the two, like the last couple of weeks. But I can't remember when's the last time we had like an end of day retracement or liquidation like this. Once again, and yes, we did. And NQ is still barely through half of today's range.
Take a breath, Leo. You think I've taken a breath this whole stream? I do the whole hour and a half without taking a breath. Did you know that, Nick?
Wouldn't shock me.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, just get me to 40. That's all I want.
Where's the yeah, I mean, opening range is pretty low for NQ.
Us closing right around the week open would be kind of funny.
That'd be hilarious, actually.
And yes, once again, NQ's still got a ways, but maybe it'll catch up.
See what our high time frame looks like. Doesn't look great, but it's a nice pullback.
They're really gonna make me hold this into the algo, aren't they?
Oh man, it's so close. I didn't realize. Man, it's time flies when you're.
Since we
having
are so
fun.
close, I'm gonna tighten my stop.
I'm gonna jump in here. Seeing just enough buying coming in. Right here, you can kind of see it right in the delta profile. I'm just gonna look for a quick bounce to cover some into like 24 VWAP. These lows that we broke.
Kane, is your algo going to be my friend or Leo's friend? Oh, Leo's not in a trade anymore.
No, I am. I just got back in. I got in long at 47. Just noticed a bunch of buying coming in.
I looked at the YouTube stream and I saw it was behind, so you weren't in a trade.
Gotcha.
I'm going to hold this in the algo with my stops, 2 ticks in profit. So see what happens. But we'll see where Kane wants to take us.
Attention traders, it's algo time.
Thanks, Kane. How can I afford Chipotle with a 2 tick profit? You don't get guac, sir. That was lackluster.
Um,
And Key looks very constructive right now.
yeah. I took one here. Just pull the stop up to 42. The idea is we really shouldn't go much lower here, or I don't want to be in this. So just trying to pay for this guy. Every time I've seen a point to take profit and haven't and didn't execute on that, I've regretted it. So I'm just gonna go with the gut. I like your entry. I like my entry too. Think it makes sense for a little afternoon range trade back in. Saw just enough buying in those 46s to get me into it.
It's going to take me out.
Did you cover some into the
No, I was
into the dump?
just in a single.
Oh, okay, I got you. So you're ride or die on this.
I wanted to see 40s. We went to 42. Maybe the double or nothing algo will give you some hope.
Who named the double or nothing algo? Was it Stowe?
Stowe did. I think he coined the phrase.
The double or nothing algo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the 55?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we did end up being, getting enough action to get some constructive trades in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was very much not looking forward to today's stream just based on the consolidation at those highs. Like, oh God, what am I going to talk about with Leo for 90 minutes?
Last Monday, XY and I got stuck in a legit 15 point nothing burger.
Yeah, you guys thought my internet went out, but I just was trying to avoid that nonsense.
Hey, my internet almost went out today, like right around 1 o'clock. I had to go restart everything. How do you explain Delta being positive and prices still going down? It's just divergence. So, sometimes markets can do weird things and they go up. That if there's a lot of buying, they can go down still, and if there's a lot of selling, they can still go up. So it's just you're seeing divergence in real time, essentially. Absorption. Yep. Buyers had nothing to do with price going up. Yeah, I mean, buyers came in at 46 halves right around this entry, and they lit up the tape, and markets went up. So there was buying that moved the market. Sometimes buying doesn't move the market up. It's a two-way street.
Maybe.
Maybe Nick wins. It's not a great sign for the afternoon long. At least I took profit on one of those. I'm out, and I'm going to watch you get this liquidation.
Back to the week open would be very encouraging, but make this look more interesting. Hey, Jim.
Hey guys, how you doing?
What's up, Jim?
Well, you got a little action going on today.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, good stuff.
How's the leaderboard looking?
Ooh, the leaderboard. Good question. Let me pull that guy. Let me find that guy. Did I lose him? No, I didn't. All right, let me hit the refresh button. Are you guys both still sharing the screens?
No, I'm not.
All right, let me just catch up real fast. You'd think I'd have this already done, but no. All right, leaderboard time. I'm gonna hit the refresh button, guys, so don't hang tight. Da-da-da. $1,768 for the leader. Toros y Osos Scalpereros. Second place, Tuna Scalpereros. Uh-oh. What is that all about? 1,172. Astrid, 1,158. Eunice, 1,158. And Changuto is still in fifth place, 1,133. So a couple of rotations here, 2, 3, and 4 are new from the last time we checked. Toros is still in front. Tanya is was unable to catch up so far. Day's not over though. We're going to 5 o'clock. Keep that in mind. That is the leaderboard right now, gentlemen.
Jim, do you think the guys with the name Scalp in their name, do you think they're scalpers?
I that's some serious detective work that you're doing right there, buddy.
Yeah, it is, right?
I'm gonna go with that one.
Somebody ought to look into those fellows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're scalping like crazy. Oh man. But that's it so far. I love this challenge because it's like not wild, wild west, right? You're limited to
Yeah,
three
right.
lots, you're limited to 1,000 margin. And it's just not crazy. I'm gonna YOLO my way to the biggest margin possible.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyway, so that's the story, man. That's it. That's what we got cooking.
Nick's crushing it with his short.
2 points away with finger on the flatten button. Just let's see if it fills. I think I'm going to get it. Everyone just hit market sell right now. Just give me my point.
Well, and hit the thumbs up button while you're watching the drama play out, guys. I mean, come on, let's get serious here.
This was a chat-induced trade to begin with.
I listened to the chat.
Somebody said
terrible idea,
they wouldn't give him a like if he didn't do something. He did the thing.
And not only that, look at this guy roll, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
A lot of buyers here at 30s.
Does that ever help, Nick, when you say that?
Nope.
No.
Everybody just press the red button. Help me out here. They're absorbing the crap out of 41s for some reason.
Yep.
Dude, you're going for the 0 DTE gamma wall.
I don't know if we're going to get there, Jim.
Nick is, if anybody loves gamma, it's Nick.
I just use it as targets sometimes.
I do all the time.
Don't be shy about your relationship with gamma, Nick.
I mean, gamma worked out for me well last week, so, but it was options week.
I don't want to influence anything, but I'm always like a tick above. Oh boy.
Did you not get filled? Oh my goodness, Nick, you didn't get filled.
I'm out.
Nice. Nice trade.
Yeah.
The golf clap.
Can't believe they just wouldn't give me the extra point.
Well, you got out at a good time.
Well, as soon as that Delta flip fired, I was like, all right, good enough.
Yeah. Buyers be buying.
Yeah. Both you guys did a good job. As usual, per usual. It's what we expect at NinjaTrader.
Thank you, Jim. I'll be back Thursday.
Awesome.
And then Friday morning, I might be here too. I
What?
heard. Yeah, I might be back Friday morning.
Holy cow. That's that would be awesome. Now, tomorrow, folks, by the way, now that Leo mentions it, we do have Zach Abraham coming up tomorrow as a special guest. Zach is in charge of Bulwark Capital Management. And then we also have somebody new who I haven't seen yet. And his name is, drumroll please, James Sixsmith. And I believe James is a futures trader now. Used to be a professional hockey player. So that'll be super cool. Tanya's going to be with us again as usual. Merritt Black, Dread Pirate Merritt Black is going to be with us to trade to open. Stowe is going to be trading from a beach somewhere, I think. Midday markets.
Wait, who's coming on? That was the hockey player?
Well, I'm all right. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know this fella, James Sixsmith is on I have a special cheat sheet you guys don't see on who's supposed to come tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he's on it. And when I looked him up on X, it looked like, he's a futures trader and he used to be a professional hockey player. Now, I could be making this up. I could be looking at the wrong James Sixsmith, the futures trader, but I'm thinking the odds are in my favor on this one.
Yeah, I see an article about him.
Yeah. So I'm going with it. That's my answer. But then Stowe's going to be trading from the beach. And then in the afternoon, it's Stowe and XYZ joining us tomorrow afternoon, according to my show flow. If I found out otherwise on Sixsmith, I will send you a personal DM, Leo.
I love personal DMs.
You just look overly concerned, and I don't want you to be overly concerned.
No, I wasn't overly concerned. I was just like, professional sports translates so well to other competitive arenas. And I just love it when other, folks from like other professional endeavors come to trading. I think it's fantastic.
Oh, that's great. I had Danny Cannell as a client once, who was, a football player.
Yeah.
And then he was an ESPN broadcaster. I got to meet him. I went down to a Super Bowl in Miami and had dinner with him. He's a great guy, fantastic guy. That's my claim to fame for celebrity sports people.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, any event, guys. Well, good job today for sure. Awesome. You made a lot out of a little, which is hard to do. So I got hats off to you guys for doing that, and appreciate you being here with us. Chat, thank you as usual. You guys were awesome. Appreciate the likes, the thumbs up. Don't hesitate to subscribe. It's free. You won't get charged. We don't ask for a credit card. You won't get a phone call. Hit that subscribe button. That'd be awesome. Appreciate that. And spread the word, man. This is free. This community is great. Everyone's helping each other out, which is why I love this community. Whether you're in the chat, whether you're on the screen, it's all good stuff. So thanks for being part of the community. Love everybody involved. And having said all that, most important message of the daytime, please be safe out there. Be good to each other, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, boys. Appreciate you.